Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Quarter Life Creative. My name is Gretchen, and today I have an exciting topic for you guys. It's how to create a passionate career for yourself in your 20s. Now, I know this is the one thing that I feel like people in their 20s are struggling with. We are often working odd jobs here and there because we're less established as adults. And we also want to create a career we're excited about and at the same time have some stability and some financial freedom for ourselves. We don't want to be broke, we don't want to be poor, but we also don't want to be miserable working in a job that we hate. So here is the solution I find worked for my life. And first, we want to revisit what a passionate career means to us. In my opinion, a passionate career means adding value to the world and at the same time loving the way you add that value. If you were to look at a normal career that you dreaded going to work on Mondays and you basically only lived on the weekends, usually in that career you're adding value to the world, but you're not loving the way you do it, and that's why you feel the dread and you hate your job and you find things in your job that you hate because you just don't like what you're doing. But I'm going to pose a different solution to that and find out what your mission statement is that will help you create a career that you do add value to the world and you also love the way you do it. And finding a mission statement for yourself is the best way to bridge the two realities from having a career that you hate and to a career that you are so passionate about and so excited about. And once you figure out your mission statement, your compelling reason why you should go to work and why you need to do the things you want to do every day, once you set that reason for yourself, you're able to access unlimited motivation and energy to do the things you really want to do in this life. Now, how do we create a mission statement? Well, a mission statement is simply a compelling reason that you can continue to remind yourself, kind of like an incantation, and it'll help you feel a lot more empowered in whatever you do with your career. So the first thing that you want to make sure when you're crafting your own mission statement is to make sure it's simple. You want to have your mission statement be simple and straightforward and not too complicated with multiple different purposes, but just one large purpose. So for example, my mission statement is to create the life of my wildest dreams on purpose and help other people do the same. And just listening to that and saying it to myself in my head, even when I'm feeling frustrated or stuck in my career, it really gives me a lot of energy and motivation, and it reminds me why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. Because often we get so caught up in all the little tiny tasks and office politics and whatever that can go on at our workplace, and we really forget what we're really here to do and what we want to do. And the second thing that really goes into a very compelling mission statement is to use language that is very emotionally compelling and it brings you so much excitement. So for example, I could just say my mission statement is, well, I want to live a better life. And that sounds good, but to make it sound even more exciting to me, I say, I want to create the life of my wildest dreams, and that is completely different, and it makes it so much enthusiastic and exciting, and it really gives me a lot of energy just by changing the words and making it more intense and emotionally compelling. And the third thing that you want to do is make sure you focus on the result rather than the method of how you want to go about fulfilling your mission statement or your life purpose. So for example, if you sell clothes and that's your job, your mission statement won't be I want to sell clothes to people. You want to go for the result of those clothes. So how do those clothes impact other people? Well, you could say, my mission statement is to help people feel more confident with themselves, which is essentially what clothes do for us. We choose particular clothes based on how it makes us feel. If we want to feel more confident and more professional, we'll buy clothes that make us feel that way. And you could help someone feel a little bit more confident in their skin when they're going and doing whatever they do in the world, and you could serve that through your mission statement by saying, I want to feel more confident and I want to help other people feel more confident with themselves as well. And selling clothes and giving it to people through clothes is just the method, and you don't want to focus on that, because the truth is we fulfill our life purpose and our mission statement through a variety of different ways. And if you're in a position where you don't like your job, you don't like what you're doing, it's not at all what you had imagined, I want you to sit down and craft your own mission statement, because I promise you this will change the way you see your job. And it doesn't mean you have to stay in it. It doesn't mean you have to quit and get another job. But I find that when we change ourselves, that's when the world around us changes as well. And lastly, I stress the importance of creating a mission statement for yourself, a compelling purpose or reason why we should go to work and do what we do every day. Because simply, if we don't set that purpose for ourselves, if we don't consciously choose what we want to do in this world, other people will choose for you and they will decide for you what you are meant to do here. And that's not very fun, because we have so much more control than we think. And if we consciously set at the beginning of our day and continue to remind ourselves of this mission statement, if we continually set our mission statement and our purpose in our minds, we will be able to accomplish anything. And I truly believe that. So please do the work, sit down and find out what your mission statement is. And this will be your fuel for everything in life, even beyond your career. And a good question to ask yourself is, what would you want to be proud of if you were on your deathbed? Let's say you were 95, you were actively dying, and you were reflecting on your life. What would be the one thing you would be proud of? What kind of impact do you want to have in the world? And this doesn't necessarily have to be something that you have already done. Of course, it's going to be something that is in the future that you are intending to create. So think about that. See, what would you regret the most that you won't do? I guess I can phrase that a little bit differently. What would you regret the most if you continue to live the life that you're living right now unconsciously and having other people choose your mission statement and your purpose? What would that feel? How would that feel like to you when you're on your deathbed at 95 years old? When your life has basically gone by and you haven't done anything that you wanted to do? How would that feel? And what would your biggest regret be? And that's how you can kind of clarify what it is you want to do with your life. Because we assign ourselves these jobs and these roles, and we say, oh, I am a doctor, or I am a waiter, or I am an IT consultant, and we box ourselves into those job descriptions and those job roles. But we are the ones who create what we do. We create our purpose. And it doesn't matter what we do. It matters if we do it consciously in a way that we choose instead of society or our bosses or our parents choosing for us. So that's what I want you to take away from this video, and I hope you guys really sit down and find that mission statement for yourself, because I promise you it will change the way you live your life and it change the way you will see your career. All right, you guys take care. Bye.